guys, it's SimLicy here, so welcome to another apartment renovation. Today I'm renovating this apartment in the Arts District of San Myshuno. This apartment is inspired by the season of winter. Since I've been doing a whole seasonally inspired builds lately, I've been doing these apartments inspired by all four seasons. I've done a summer one already, I just shared a fall one, and then this one is winter, and then I will share a spring one for the last apartment in this sort of mini series. I was very inspired by the trailer that was released for The Sims 4 Seasons expansion pack, and I thought it'd be fun to kind of create some builds that were inspired by that and just kind of get excited for it, I guess. And for this build, since I was thinking of winter, I immediately thought of like Christmas and like greens and reds and really like dark browns, but I decided to do something totally different. I decided to go with a Scandinavian style for this apartment instead. Since Scandinavia gets really cold, they have long winters, I thought it'd be fun to do that style, and plus it looks so pretty in The Sims. I love when people do Scandinavian inspired builds. I think I did it correctly. I mean, I am not from Scandinavia, I've never been, so I don't know for sure. I mean, first-hand experience would definitely probably be better, but I did my best, so definitely let me know if you guys are from that part of the world, or if you're familiar with it, let me know how well I did. I just went for a lot of light woods, and candles, and browns and grays, like really neutral toned colors, but I tried to throw in little pops of red to kind of make it feel a little bit more wintry, and lots of candles too, because that just felt wintry for some reason. I don't really know why, but they made it feel like it was a little bit more going with the season that I was trying to achieve. And this is a one-bedroom apartment. I was trying to think of ways I could make each apartment a little bit different for different types of families. So the first apartment was a summer-inspired apartment, and that one I kind of imagined just for a single sim who lives by themselves. And then my fall apartment is for like a single mom or a couple with just one kid, not just single mom, it could be a single dad too, it doesn't really matter, or a big sister or big brother, that would be pretty cool, but I imagined it would just be like one adult, one kid, or maybe two adults, one kid. And then my spring apartment, that one has 3 bedrooms, so that one's like a full-on family apartment. And yeah, I love the way they all turned out, and actually quite a bit of them turned out differently than I imagined them, especially this one and my spring one. The spring one didn't turn out as pastel-y as I had imagined. I was originally going in thinking very Eastery ideas, and I wanted it to be pastel-y, but I'm not very good with pastels. I don't know how to use them correctly. Everything just looks really weird. And so I went with something I was a little bit more comfortable with, just neutral colors, and then I added lots of pops of green because I felt like it just made it really grassy and springy to me. So I'm very excited to share that one with you guys. But anyways, so I just put the living room area together, and now I'm working on the dining room, which I love this spot for the dining table. I've renovated this apartment before, and I've done a similar layout, and well, I've done several different layouts. I think I've done this apartment 3 different times, and each one had slightly different layouts. This one I've done pretty similar before, and yeah, I just love the dining table right next to those windows. I think it's a great spot for it. But something I go do in the end, I was thinking of Scandinavia, and I don't know if this is true, but I think I remember hearing it from people who do speed builds like Cyberdoll and Eliandra who live in Scandinavia, and they talked about like saunas being really common. So I was trying to think of a way I could fit a sauna in this apartment, and I know the saunas that came with Spa Day are really large, but I go and renovate the living room in the end and create a sauna room that you enter from the bathroom, which is probably a little bit weird, I don't know, but I thought it was kind of cool and maybe kind of nice if it's really cold and you can go into the sauna. I thought it was a bit of fun. It's a little bit different, so if you don't like it, if you don't like the addition, you can just move everything to the way I originally had it, because you can see it all being put together, and then I go and add it at the very last moment, so you would just have to undo what I did. I mean, of course, if a lot of you guys want me to upload the original version, I could probably just move it back and upload 2 versions of the apartment. If you're interested in that, definitely let me know, but I am going to be away I mentioned it in my last speed build that I am going on a 2-week road trip vacation, and so I will be absent from my home computer. So if you want me to upload it, just let me know and I will get to it when I get back, of course. So since I am going on that road trip, I am missing the release of seasons. So I'll just mention it again in this video. I don't want to talk about it too much because I just don't want to be too repetitive. But if you guys have any ideas for why I'm gone, things you want to see after seasons comes out, yeah, definitely let me know. I'm really excited to hear your guys' ideas, very excited to build with it when I come back, and yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun, so definitely leave your guys' suggestions in the comments, and hopefully you guys will enjoy these apartments. I've been trying to get them already before the release of seasons, that way they're kind of ready to go, and we'll give you something to play with when the expansion pack comes out, and you may be able to renovate them with certain items that come with that expansion. That might be kind of fun. And if you don't want to play in them in any certain season, I think they're all pretty good apartments just to play in general. I really like them, and you could renovate them to suit your Sims needs or whatever. I would actually like to try to make this a 2-bedroom apartment. I was trying to think about how I could do that floor plan, so I'm thinking about going back to this apartment sometime in the future and seeing what I can come up with, because I really like this one. It's definitely one of my favorites. But anyways, I'm just getting the kitchen cluttered up with lots of different items, and as you can see, the pops of red are kind of coming through. I tried to not make it overpowering, but I really like that one fruit bowl, I believe it came with, did it come with backyard stuff or dine out? That square shaped fruit bowl that's like see-through and it has lemons and limes in it. Well, it comes with apples too, so the red was absolutely perfect. And then this little side table that I decorate right here, I think is so precious because I put a little nutcracker right there, and I think it is so adorable. And later I do go through and put string lights on the windows, and I think that makes it look super Christmassy, like they're Christmas lights. But I loved sizing down this statue that's like a ballerina or a little kid dancing. I think it's a ballerina, but it made me think of the nutcracker, and that's why I added it there. And I was like, oh, that's so cute. I thought it was just so precious. And the painting behind that little side table was pretty perfect because it shows the snowy mountains. We don't have a whole lot of artwork in the game that is winter themed. I know when I did my fall apartment, we have some great paintings from cats and dogs that show kind of autumn trees in the distance of the paintings, or in, you know, just in the paintings in general, and those were absolutely perfect for this apartment. So I was kind of disappointed with our lack of winter paintings. Hopefully we will get some in seasons, that way we can make things look a little bit more, I don't know, just to add, I guess, a little bit more variety in our paintings, to have some weather in our paintings. We need that, don't we? But now I'm just moving on to the bathroom, and like I said, I do end up adding a doorway into the sauna area that I create. So where I place the laundry hamper is where the door goes in the end, and I do really like the way this bathroom turns out. It's pretty simple, I think, but it looks really luxurious and kind of like something you may see in kind of like a spa cabin. That's kind of what I was thinking. Speaking of that, that would be such a fun build to do for when seasons comes out, because I've seen a few sneaky screenshots of what snow looks like in Granite Falls, and that is going to be so much fun to add that extra dimension to that world and kind of make it like a winter retreat. And it'd be so much fun to build like a winter cabin or like a spa there. I think that would be really cool. Definitely very excited to do something like that. But now I'm just cluttering up the bathroom counters, putting some makeup and soaps and all that kind of good stuff, and that's about it for this room. I just add a painting above the bathtub, which I think looks really nice, and I really like the way this room turns out, but we do come back to it in the end when I add that sauna, like I was saying. And something that was kind of irritating to me about this apartment was how tall the walls are. I really wanted to add like some pretty lights, but it didn't really like come into the Sims view if you go down to Sims level. I ended up adding these ones that are like mason jar lights, I think. Did they come with Parenthood? I think so. They looked alright. They matched the colors that I was going for, but you can't really see them if you're down at Sims level. But now I am on into the bedroom, the only room in the house, and something that I did, which is so silly, so I blocked out the floor plan before I started decorating, of course, like you saw. Well, I made a place for a walk-in closet, and I totally spaced it, so you may not notice this. Maybe in the screenshot of the floor plan at the end of the video you may see it, but there's a little room off to the bedroom that's just blank space that I did not use. And I guess when I was decorating, I thought it was part of the hallway, because some of the hallways have like dead spaces that are like closet areas, and I guess I just assumed it was that. And yeah, so you can use that space if you want to, because I didn't. It doesn't really make that big of a difference to me, I guess, but it's just kind of silly. And I went with a gray color scheme in this room, and I think it looks really nice, and I really like the way the bedroom turns out. I end up getting a computer desk in here, as well as that massage chair that came with Spa Day. That's like I think you get like feet and hand massages in that chair. I thought it looked kind of cool, and so I ended up putting that over by the desk. But right now I'm just cluttering up the dresser with some makeup and other clutter, and I think it looks nice and cozy and nice and cluttered up. Definitely enjoy doing that. But over on this wall is where I end up putting the desk area, so it makes a nice little office space, and it's a pretty large bedroom, so yeah, nice and spacious for a couple. I actually had an elderly couple in mind while I was decorating this apartment. You of course don't have to have elders in here if you don't want to, but I've been playing a bit of the game like on my own free time, and my sim lives across the hall and she needed some neighbors, and the game randomly generated this cute old couple, and so I gave them a little bit of a makeover and moved them in here. And I was kind of having them in mind for this apartment. I don't really know them that well in the game, but they live here, so that's why I had them in mind. They have a little dog. It's very cute. But this room is coming together. As you can see, I've got the desk area and little knickknacks and stuff on the bedside table, and I just love the candles so much. So pretty. And then over here I pull out that massage table that I was talking about, and a little dog bed, of course. Like I said, that elderly couple does have a dog. You could have a cat in this apartment. It's probably not the best idea to have a dog in an apartment, because then you'll constantly have to take them downstairs to go to the bathroom, but I figured, oh well, it's not that big of a deal. They have a little dog though. It's pretty fun. But then I get the little radio over by the massage table, and then I add this little sand snowman. How cute is that? I was like, oh, I kind of wish we had some like regular snowman decorations. I know we have that one that's like a light that's really large, but that really wasn't what I was going for, so I just used that one instead, and I think that is so cute and adds a little bit of a Christmassy touch to the build, which I really like. And that dog bed I think has some like Christmassy stuff on it too, or at least not Christmassy, wintry stuff. I can't replace winter with the word Christmas. That doesn't make any sense, even though pretty much, I mean, at least this is how it is in the States. I don't know how it is in other countries, but like as soon as like November hits, I mean, we do have Thanksgiving in November, but it's like Thanksgiving pretty much gets overshadowed by Christmas. It's pretty much just Christmas all winter long. But here I am going to move the spa area in. I was gonna do it just that big, but I was like, oh, this spa is bigger than I thought, so I just shuffle the living room over to the side. I do end up having to change it around a little bit because the furniture just looked a little bit bizarre to me the way I had it laid out, and it was just gonna be a little bit too cramped, but it's a little bit more simpler in the end. I of course still really like it. I think it's still a cozy living room, and I think it looks really nice. And then you get the sauna area too, which is something totally different that I would probably never add in an apartment. So it's a bit of fun, and like I said, if you don't like it, then you could of course change it back to the way I had it. And if you guys would like me to, I can go back and upload the original version. I would just have to fix it, so it may not be exactly how it was originally, but it's something that I wouldn't mind doing. If you guys prefer it the other way, just let me know in the comments. But definitely let me know what you guys think about this apartment in general. I had so much fun making it, and I thought it was a little bit different to do a Scandinavian themed apartment for a winter build. Since it's not Christmas time, I really didn't want to do a Christmas apartment. I thought that'd be a little bit silly, so I thought this would be a fun way to do a winter apartment. And hopefully you guys are looking forward to the spring apartment. I will try to remember to link the other ones in the description if you would like to watch them. They're not in their own playlist, they're just in my regular apartment renovations playlist, but you can watch them all there, or my other apartments. So I definitely have a lot of fun creating them. If you have other apartment ideas, definitely let me know. I would very much appreciate it. But we are almost to the screenshot, so thank you guys so much for watching, and please leave any comments or suggestions that you have, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye!